Hi everybody, this is Felicia. Today I am bringing you a mixed media layout. I'm going to be using some clear gesso, which is what you see me putting down here on the paper right now, and some gelatos. And I'm going to be using some water with those gelatos. So this is my first real good attempt, I should say. I mean, actually my second, but you know. Anyway, so I just put some gelatos down on that clear block, and then I sprayed some water down there so that I can get it nice and loose. And then I'm just flicking it off the block, the acrylic block, onto the paper. I'm going to be using three different colors here. The first one was like a blue, royal bluish like, and then the next one is kind of a yellow. And then the next one is going to be a pink, like a hot pink type of deal of color. And I think I'm using a fourth color too. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a lighter pink. Yes, it's a lighter pink. I found this kind of fun, by the way, and I'm going to do it again. Right now, I am preparing to move, and so I'm going to be packing up a lot of my stuff here soon. But I thought this would be a good try here. And I'm going to be doing a lot of layering. So that's my photo. And I was driving in the car one day, and that's when I took that photo. That was a beautiful sight that day, and it wasn't raining. It just the clouds and the layering, and so that gave me an idea to go ahead on this layout and to layer a lot of the papers here on this layout. So I'm getting the rough edges of that vellum right there, which I'm going to be layering, trimmed off. And then that's tissue paper, and I've had that in my stash forever, so I'm finally using it. And then a doily, of course, and then some more papers there. So I'm getting some of these papers are from this Scraptastic kit. That frame right there is actually from my stash. It's not from the kit at all. I just was trying to figure out how to use. I was going to use both frames, and in hindsight, after looking at it now, I wish I had of, because I actually liked the way that looked, but I just didn't do it. I don't know why I didn't do it. But I will be doing that again next time. I'm going to kind of look at it. So right now, you see me layering up a lot of elements here, and then that's a clear piece of acetate I've had in my stash for a while. I just thought I'd use it. And so now I'm going to start committing and gluing some of these down. So this layout, it was relatively fast, and I already had the idea in my head for some reason for this one, and it just popped up there, and I go, you know what, since the clouds are all nice and layered, I'm going to do some layering, and then add some mixed media to the background too as well. So now I got that bunch there layered up there, and you can see some of the colors there sticking out from underneath. And I think what I end up doing on this layout is adding more. So that is an old Amy Tangerine rub-on, and I'm rubbing that on the top, and it had clouds in the sun, so I thought that would be appropriate, because that's exactly what the clouds in the sun is doing on that photo, is it's hiding. It was really, that was so spectacular to see that, because I was on a hill, and that's when I saw that. So I was like, wow. So here I am using some bits of pieces from an ephemera pack. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Voiceover got cut off there. I was getting a phone call. Anyway, so I'm using a lot of the bits and pieces here from the Heidi Swapp ephemera pack. And I just like how these flowers go with the colors that are on here. Everything's all nice and soft. Because I wanted to replicate that the clouds are layered, but they're also nice and soft. So I wanted to keep the colors nice and bright and really soft and everything like that. So let's see here. I think I am getting everything situated here on the layout. It's pretty much, yeah, I like the layering. I like the fact that I decided to do some of the layering and to use some of that my stuff from out of my stash and everything. So right now I'm getting ready to use these nice little yellow thickers, and I think it's the Eric font. And I figured that I would bring some of the yellow from the frame there up to the top, and I had to put a line at the top so I wouldn't get my title all nice and crooked. So I'm going to be putting blessings above because it is to be able to, look up and see the clouds looking so nice and just puffy. I know some of them look dark, but they weren't quite so dark. It was just really, really beautiful out that day. So I'm going to get these up here, and I'm using my T-ruler to line up the second part of the title, as you can see there. So, and then you see me erasing the pencil lines because like I said, I didn't know that once you wrote on here, it was hard to get that off with the clear gesso on the paper beforehand. So now I'm going to get my lines here so I can do my journaling about the clouds and just pretty much saying what a beautiful sight it was. And it just really amazes me and how the sky can look like that and cast off such a glow with some shadows and things like that. It was really, really pretty. And I outlined the what is that? The rub-ons there to make them a little darker because when I first put them down, you could hardly see them. So now I'm going to add a little bit more yellow on here because I got a lot of yellow at the top with using the there I go. Yep, I'm flipping it down there. I was like, oh yeah, I need to put some more, and then I had a little too much, so I dabbed it there. And add a little bit more at the top there. So anyway, so now that I got that on there, and I'm dabbing a little bit there, I think I'm pretty much done with this layout. It was pretty quick. I'm going to be doing more mixed media, and I hope you guys like that. So I want to thank you guys for watching and look forward to it. Oh, like I said, I'm going to be moving, so I'll probably try to get a couple more videos up for the week, but I'll probably be about maybe 5 to 7 days missing in action again. So take care, you guys. Have a good one. Bye.